Three Thai protest leaders have been denied bail and detained after being charged with insulting the monarchy. Together with 15 others, they also face trial for sedition and breaching a ban on public gatherings when they took part in a rally in Bangkok last September. Four other activists are already in jail awaiting trial over the same protests. They have been denied bail 5 times. Last year, tens of thousands of people rallied in Bangkok, calling for reforms to the monarchy and for the Prime Minister to step down. More than 60 people have been charged with the lese majeste laws since then. Saksit Sayasombat joins us now from Bangkok for more. Saksit, there's some controversy over the detentions.
Well, if you talk to the protesters and their supporters, any legal action against the protesters is controversial in its nature, but even by Thai standards, by Thai legal standards, today has been a little bit unusual here when the three most prominent protest leaders that have been charged for lese majeste or for royal defamation, after the prosecutor has forwarded it to the court, after they have been charged. Normally, there would be also appeal for bail, but that has not happened. The judges have sent them straight away to prison to be in indefinite pretrial detention before they even had the chance to post bail. So that is the very unusual part, much to the astonishment of the defense lawyer. He said he has never seen anything like that before. But according to court documents seen by Thai media, it has been said that the reason why they have done so is because of the severity of the lese majeste charges and the likelihood that they're going to repeat those offenses if they're being released. That is a similar reasoning that has been given for the 4 other protest leaders that have been held in detention for over a month now, awaiting trial. Now, as of today, also 14 other activists, they have been charged with sedition, but they have been let go on bail.
Saksit, how are these detentions likely to impact the anti-government movement?
Well, when we remember last year, we saw masses, we saw tens of thousands of people, mostly young Thais, on the streets of Bangkok, calling for widespread political reforms and most audaciously also for reforms of the monarchy. But those numbers haven't been met this year so far. They're still trying to regain that momentum, regain those numbers that we have seen last year, partially because of some internal disputes among the anti-government groups, also because of the lese majeste law actually working as a deterrent here. It has been reactivated after a long pause, and now, as you just mentioned in the introduction, over 60 people have already been charged, and we are seeing here the law and also the authorities preparing to pile on even more charges, even though many of these protest leaders have already seen dozens of charges. Whether or not with today being most prominent leaders being now in detention, whether or not this will take the wind out of the sails of the anti-government protest movement or even exacerbate, maybe even serve as a catalyst, that remains to be seen. But it definitely also goes to show here that the state is definitely not moving forward. They're not meeting in the middle with the demands of the anti-government protests.
Okay, thanks for getting us up to speed. Saksit Sayasombat speaking to us from Bangkok.